right, now look, today I'm finna show y'all how to make some bomb Asian wings. I haven't really come up for a name for them yet, but just know that they are everything and you're gonna want them all the time in rotation. This is what you're gonna need: some pure sesame oil, sriracha, cornstarch, Shaoxing wine. We're going to open up the spice drawer because we're going to need to grab some white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, you can use black pepper, but white pepper is a little bit different. The best sweet chili sauce is Maypoi. You're going to need some baking powder, MSG, chicken bouillon, low sodium soy sauce, and I'm working with a little over a dozen of flats, but you can use whatever you want. You see that? You see that? You see that? Don't ask me for no damn ingredient list. Now, come on. Now, to my clean wings, I'm going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of the chicken bouillon powder. I'm also going to be adding in 1/4 of a teaspoon of the white pepper. I'm going to be adding in a 1/2 teaspoon of the MSG. I'm also going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of the baking powder. And I'm going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of the cornstarch. That's going to really give it a nice bit of crunch to it. We're going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of the Shaoxing wine. Shaoxing wine always gives it that carry out flavor that you're looking for. And we're going to be adding in a 1/2 teaspoon of the pure sesame oil. We're also going to be adding in 1.5 tablespoons of the low sodium soy sauce. Definitely make sure you use the low sodium or it's going to end up way too salty and you do not want that, okay? So then you're also going to add in just a little pinch of salt, not too much, just a little pinch, and I'm using a coarse kosher salt. Give all of that a massage, place that in the refrigerator, and allow that to marinate for at least 4 hours. You can get away with 2, but I like to do 4 hours. After it has marinated, you're going to notice that there might be a lot of liquid in the bottom. That's that salt drawing out the moisture from the chicken. Don't be alarmed by that. It's totally fine. You don't have to drain it off. All you simply need to do is add in a couple of more tablespoons of cornstarch, just to kind of soak up some of that liquid. And you're going to see the consistency of what it's supposed to look like right here. Don't get out of control with adding in too much cornstarch because then you're going to eliminate a lot of the flavor. So as you can see, I really only added in about 1 tablespoon and I was totally fine with that. So this was perfect just the way it was. Now I like to do a double fry. So my first frying is going to be at about 325. And I'm going to cook these for roughly, I would say about 2 to 3 minutes or so. And then after that, I'm going to raise the temperature of the oil to about 350, 365, and then allow them to fully fry off. Now, just so you're aware, because this is a cornstarch batter, those wings are naturally going to sink down. So once you do get them in the oil, definitely make sure that you're draining off some of the excess batter. But once you get them in the oil, make sure you give it just a little mix around so that they don't stick to the bottom. Because it's going to have that, like, when you get to carry out spots and you get the wings, you ever notice how the wings have like a little stickiness to them? That's because it's cornstarch. It's not really flour. That cornstarch gives the chicken fantastic crunch. I'm telling you, these wings, even without the sauce, are fire. But today we're going to sauce them up. So now that I've done the first fry, like I said, I'm going to raise up the temperature, place them back in the oil, and now allow them to fully fry off. As you can see, I'm also making sure that I'm not overcrowding the pan because I don't want the temperature of that oil to drop. And I really want to make sure that it stays nice and crispy. This is the color that you're looking for. Golden, they're floating. And again, even without the sauce, these wings are absolutely fantastic on their own. Now that I've gotten all my chicken done, I'm going to place them onto a wire rack. You guys know I always say placing fried foods on a wire rack is always the best because you can make sure that the air continues to circulate around the food and so that one side of whatever it is does not get soggy. When you place fried foods on paper towels, you're bound to end up with one side of it soggy, and then you've defeated the purpose of making it nice and crispy. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've gotten all of my chicken done, we can go on ahead and work on the sauce. You're only going to need about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm going to be adding in I think I added in about 2 tablespoons actually of the sweet chili sauce. I'm going to be adding in a 1/2 tablespoon of the sriracha, and I'm going to give this a mix. Now, I know you might be thinking that's not enough sauce for this amount of wings, but trust me, it is. The sauce is potent. The flavor of the wings is potent, so you do not need a lot of sauce. This amount is perfect, especially if you're making about the amount of wings that I have. Give those wings a nice toss. Top it off with a little bit of fresh chives or really whatever you want. You can put sesame seeds on it if you would like, but I'm trying to tell you, baby, these wings are out of control. They are one of, if not my favorite style of wings. And you're going to want to make them. Let me go on ahead and get to the taste test, child. Goodbye. Baby, y'all wanted to see what I was talking about? Here we go. Let's try it. Y'all have no idea. I don't think y'all understand. Here we go. See these wings right here? Make you some of these wings. Goodbye.